Hi everybody, welcome. It's Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, so it's time for Stampin' with Denise. Welcome, I'm so glad you're joining me. We're gonna give everybody just a second to find me. I'm gonna turn up my volume here on my phone a little bit. There we go, and I'm gonna find it on my computer so I can kind of watch too. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I did. It was nice. It's getting cold here in Michigan. No snow yet, but I think it's going to be here very soon. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. Facebook is not being kind here. It's telling me it's got a issue, but you know what, I've been seeing that on and off. I've had issues. Hi Diana. Yay, I'm so glad you can join live. Let me do this and let me get there another way. I have another way. Oh, technology, we love it until it doesn't work, right? There we go. Now I've pulled it up. I'm going to go and share it, and then we will be ready. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Okay, so have you been working on those Christmas cards? I had a Christmas card class this weekend. We had a lot of fun. I don't know if you saw the pictures on my Facebook page or not, but it was a nice, it was a nice group of ladies. We had fun, and everybody liked the cards. So it's nice to get an early start on those and not wait till the last minute. So let's see. If you're watching and you like what you see, please share my video and comment down below that you shared, and you get a chance to win the project we're working on tonight. Last week I made this card. I used the gold DSP. Wow, Diana makes 175 Christmas cards. Wow, that's a lot. I thought I made a lot, but you make a whole lot more. And this is actually the back side. The flip side's gold, and we colored this with some ink. And because she shared and she commented that she shared, Diana Knapp is getting the card I made last week. Yay, Diana. So, see, it does pay to share and comment shared. So I appreciate it. Thank you. It helps me grow my business a little bit, and it helps with Facebook. The more people that see it, Facebook pushes it up in people's feeds. So again, thank you. I think tonight we are working on a Christmas card, and I saw this and I thought, this is so cute, and I wanted to share it with all of you. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to turn the phone, put it up in the holder, and adjust the lighting here, and we're going to get started. So hang tight here. So, okay, give me just a second. Try not to bounce this around. It's always fun to win something, isn't it, Diana? Okay, I've been playing with lighting and things like that. I think I'm going to get a more professional setup for Christmas, or for a gift for Christmas, so hopefully. Okay, so you may know that the set that I'm using here is called Triangle, which I think is a funny name, you know, is a cute play on words because it's all the triangles. And it uses the stitched triangles dies. And you know, I saw these, I told this last time I used this set. I saw this in the annual catalog. I really like triangles. I think they're fun. I like to doodle them, whatever. And I thought I wasn't going to get it until I saw this Christmas set. So anyway, so the stamp set that coordinates with this, making it a bundle, and this one are all now in my collection. So this is what we are using today. And let me see, the dies that cut out these trees, okay, it's the second, it's the two middle ones on these, I think those are isosceles triangles, if I remember my geometry. Equilateral, right triangles, and isosceles. So it's the two middle ones, but it's really easy, and the set has a couple of the equilateral triangles also. But it's a lot of fun. I've seen some great cards with this set. So if you're at all interested in it, I would make sure you get it. And hold on, here I'm trying to reach. And this plaid paper here is the 'Tis the Season 6x6 Designer Series paper. This is the plaid that was in it. And I've used this for lots of cards. It's well loved. It's on sale. I think it's 15% off, but it's only until the sale ends on Saturday. Not all of our Designer Series paper, but quite a bit of it is on sale. Saturday's the last day to make that purchase if you want some of that at a good price. Okay. And the other thing you may see here, this is the red and green foil. This is from the holiday catalog. This is another one of those things. And I don't know if I'm going to get it or not, but watch your eyes. But look at that. It is so pretty. That is the red and the green. So I've seen some beautiful things where they've actually run this through an embossing folder, the foil. I haven't tried that yet, but the foil seemed just the right touch for this card, okay? So, I want to show you what's so special about this card. You open it up, and look at that. It's got a 3D tree in the middle. Look at that. It stands right on up. It's so simple, you're going to be surprised. And don't go away, because at the end I have another one that I'm going to show you that I made using a different set out of the holiday catalog, or the mini August to December catalog. So anyway, I just thought that was cute. So I wanted to show you how to put it together, okay? You put it here. So I've started out, my base is the thick Whisper White, and it's at 4.5 by 11 inches. And then it's folded in half, okay? I'm going to start out first with my stamping. I think I'll probably go ahead and do both of the stampings that are right on the card. Because I don't want to do all the work on the card and then screw up the stamping. I always try to stamp first, you know. Because I've been there, done that, messed that up. Okay, so... And I've re-inked this, so hopefully this is not too juicy. Let me try. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to start out with the Joy and Cheer that's at the top there. And put this right. Let me move this ink in. I'm trying to stay in the camera. Joy and Cheer. There we go. That looks good. So, and remember, this is the photopolymer. It does stain a little bit, especially with the reds. So, it's just one of those, it doesn't hurt the stamp, but you just need to be aware that it will stain. Sometimes you can get it off, but you know what? I'm not really too concerned about that. Then happy wishes to you and yours. Let's see, since I don't have my, okay, so right about here, this works good. There we go. So I got that done. When I was making my sample card yesterday, I realized I hadn't done the stamping, and I had put everything else all together, so I was a little scared I was going to screw it up, but, you know, didn't do that, so that was a good thing. So we'll go ahead and attach This is from that pack of designer series paper, and it is 4.5 by 2 inches. I'm going to just dry fit, make sure it fits well, and it does. And I decided, I haven't been using the Stampin' Seal, and I decided I needed to give it a try. Got a little bit of my Stampin' Up, you know, snail adhesive left. And, you know, I tend to use a fair amount of the Tombow, you know, the green glue. So, there we go. It's a bit of a learning curve using that new applicator, but we're doing okay. So let's put this right down here. I'm gonna try to get that all lined up. And that's not going anywhere. Okay. I'm gonna be using that so I don't want to close it. Now we're gonna put the strip on here. And yes, it's a little long. I did that on purpose so that I could trim it off exactly even. Plus this gives me a little something to hold on to too when I'm using it. I'm gonna put a piece of paper under here. My glue doesn't seem to come off my mat very well, so I'm trying to avoid it. I'm gonna have to, so this I am gonna use Tombow glue on. Good grief, come on. I had that all ready to go, and now it's, I think it's just this holder, this bottle. It hasn't liked to, this one has wanted to clog up. I just did this too, put on there, so. I haven't had one that has been that difficult, so I think, like I said, I think it's just the bottle. So, you know, we'll just a little bit, because this can get really messy if you're not careful. So, yeah, I think I cut this at 4.5, and the measurement's 4 1/4, and it's been perfect. Again, okay, there we go. Okay, that's back and going, because I like to see it and make sure at least the things are showing up. So the basically you know, the bones of the card are done. Okay, so now we're going to do these. I'll tell you, with this stamps, you know, normally 99% of the time I say to stamp and then die cut. I don't know, when I was stamping, I had some issues getting the die to line up with the stamping, and found it easier to actually die cut it and then stamp it. So I'm going to show you. Hopefully I can do it, but I do have 2 good ones there anyway. I'm just going to do that real quick. Okay, here. Let me. Where's my red? My red is over here, off camera. But this is just real red that I'm using. Let's see here if I can do this. And I actually, like I said, did not find this as difficult as I thought it was going to be. Look at that. That was really pretty easy. Okay. And so, and then the same thing with the green one. I'm not going to stamp another green one because you can see how I do it. But you just look for the stitched edge and then place your, you know, just kind of look over it, go straight down. You know what? If it doesn't work, you cut another one. It's just, you know, a little piece of paper. It's probably the size of a scrap that, you know, that you've got. So for the trees, hang tight here. I have the, you know what, I actually like the one that I did just now better than the one I did last night, so go figure. Okay. So I had real red and shaded spruce, okay? Those are the 2 colors for the trees that I used. So set those over to the side. Then we have to do our star and our you know, we call them trunk on the trees. So let me do the, we'll start with the star first, since that's closest. Where's my piece of scratch paper? I thought I had these cut out, and I don't, so we're going to do it. For these, I used Mango Melody. So I was trying to find something that was bright and shiny, and these are super easy to cut out. You're going to have to wait a second while I'll do a third one just in case, you know? You never know, so while I'm stamping, I'll stamp a third. And then for the tree trunks, I used soft suede. And just a little hint. Well, I'll show you when I cut it out. And I'm going to stamp one direction. Then I'm going to stamp another one the other direction so that the trunks don't look exactly the same, so they don't have the same design on them. You can see there they don't look the same. Okay, so I'm going to start with the tree trunks first. And I mean, they're super easy to cut out because they are just squares, but you know what? I make it a little taller so that I have something to attach it to on my tree. You know, something to put the adhesive on. It's a little bit bigger area. And so I kind of cut it out like that, so it gives me a little bit more room to attach the adhesive to. It's just a little tip. You know, it's going to be on the back anyway. No one's going to see it. So let me do this one, and then I'll quick cut out the 2 stars, and then we will be on our way to working on the fun part, the business part, the inside, with the fun pop-up Christmas trees. Okay, so there's my 2. Let me go ahead and cut out my stars too. Okay, and like I said, they're pretty easy. They're just these Stampin' Up snips make cutting out these small things a breeze. Although I'm gonna, as I say that, I didn't get very close right there. There we go. Do you like to, we call this fussy cutting. Do you like to fussy cut? I have to be in the mood. Sometimes I like it, and sometimes I don't. I don't like to be in a hurry doing it, and I feel like I'm in a hurry because I don't want to waste your time doing this, but you know, most of the other prep has been done, so good grief. Now I will use the, take that off of there, I will use the Tombow liquid glue to put this on my tree, just so I'm sure that it stays. Okay. And a little area right there. There we go. Oh my goodness. Okay. I gotta tell you, I went out today, went to my local Walmart looking for a bag of candy corn to send to somebody in another country who's never had candy corn, and they were out, believe it or not. I couldn't believe it, so I gotta go find someplace else. I gotta get the good stuff. I don't want to get the cruddy stuff. They'll think, oh my gosh, all those Americans, they think that's good. So anyway, I can't believe it. But the good thing is this is the time of year it is going to be, at least it's going to be fresh. It's not going to be have sat around for a year. Almost done here. Almost. I don't even know if they're doing much for trick-or-treating this year, you know, with the pandemic and all. I don't know. How about in your area? Are they trick-or-treating? I don't have little kids, so you know what? I don't pay too much attention to it. And my husband, who's in charge of Halloween candy, has not purchased any yet, which is just fine with me. If it's not in my house, then I'm not tempted to eat it. There we go. Oops, what did I do here? It's not a very good, there we go, that's better. Okay, let's get rid of those now. I think we're good to go. Oh, yeah, more video trouble here. Doggone. Hopefully it's not affecting the recording itself and you'll be able to catch it on the replay. Okay, I'm going to start first. We're going to put the trunks on. I'm just going to run a little bit of, there we go, adhesive on there. I'm going to run it, just put my two, this is a shorter tree, so I'm going to make a shorter one. And I think I'll put just the tiniest bit of liquid adhesive glue on there. To put my star. Bingo. It's going to have to dry for just a second. And we've got the green one. We'll do the same thing. I know. Okay. There we go. Come on, let's get it going. There it is. Takes a little bit getting used to, and then so this one we'll put right at the edge. There we are. Good. And a little bit of tiniest drop of liquid glue right there. You could use probably use a really small glue dot, you know, that you'd kind of, you know, put in a little ball. There we go. And again, that one's going to have to dry for a second too, but we can go ahead and put the dimensionals on the back. Like I said, hang tight. Don't go, when I'm done with this, don't go, because I have another one of these kind of cards that I made with a whole different suite, and I thought it turned out really neat. Okay, whoops, I probably don't need, you know what, I probably don't need two, but now it's lopsided, so there we go. Put that there. And we'll put a couple of them right here. Okay, now the tiny stuff's done. I love this these trees. They're kind of contemporary, kind of modern, and it's kind of the style I like. So, okay, we'll put the green tree kind of front and center, about like that. And then we'll put the red one over to the side. There we go. I'm going to move it down just a little bit so that they're, so okay, there's the inside or outside. Very good. Now you want to see the next part. Okay. To make the tree on the inside, I cut out 2 triangles out of this designer series paper. I used the paper with these diagonal lines, so it kind of already looks like it has Christmas, you know, like garland or something on it. Okay, we're gonna flip those over, and really, you could use the plaid paper. You could use just about anything. Now you're gonna take a couple of strips of scrap paper. These are like 3/8 inches wide, and it kind of depends what you're making as to how wide your paper is, okay? So, and then you're just gonna like fold up and make little, the person whose video I saw called them feet, and I thought that was a good way to describe them, okay? Like this. And these are way too long. I don't need this much on here, so I'm gonna trim them down. Okay, so now they're laying on their, okay, if this is the front side, it's like they're laying on their tummy, and we're going to put these on here with the toes up, okay, just like that. So you have to remember to kind of lift it up to break that. There we go. Okay, and you want this fold, and it doesn't need to be very big. I tell you, when I made this one, I should have made them just a little bit smaller because this one has a bit of a curve in it. So I'm going to put it right, you're going to put that fold right at the edge of your, whatever you're putting in. That's with the toes up like that, okay? There you go. So then what you're going to do is adhere the top together with a little bit of adhesive, just like that. Okay? So now, if these are the toes sticking up, that means this part is the bottom of the foot, the sole of the foot. So I think what I'm going to do is put a little bit of adhesive, put a little bit of this on here. You know, I probably should have, I would recommend using a little bit stronger adhesive for this because it is a moving part. And so you just glue the top part of it together, okay? Not the whole thing, just the top part. So it looks like that. Then what you're gonna do is put some whatever your adhesive is on what would have been the bottom of their feet, okay? So I'm gonna put a dot of this here. I'm just gonna smear it around, a little dot of that, smear it around. Now, this is so simple, you'll go, wow, why didn't I think of that? You're gonna take this, you're gonna lay it right here. The edge of that is right at your crease there. See that? You're gonna fold it over, let it dry for a second, and there you go, look at that. Simple as can be. And it folds right back down. And then I embellished my tree with some of the Gilded Gems. I debated on what to use on the inside because I didn't want it too bulky because, you know, to mail, because, you know, I have this thickness here on the front. But I don't think this is bad. And I tell you, if I was making this and saying what I would do is put a little piece of foam on the inside to fold it like that. So that would keep it from denting the rest of the card. I use this a lot when I am sending cards that have embellishments on the front. This is a piece of the foam that they use. They sell it to put in between dishes when you're packing, like to move or something like that. And I just bought this at the office supply store. It comes in a big roll. I'll probably never get through my whole roll. But what I do is I have pieces cut, you know, about the size of a card, so they're all ready to go when I need them. So we have 3 sizes of these Gilded Gems. I used a medium-sized one, sort of for my star, right at the top there. And then I took 3 of them and put on the tree. Let me see if I can do it. This is kind of hard to see from this direction, but I'll put them on and I'll show you that. And that's really all there is to it. It's not near as hard, and it's got such a wow factor. And I'll tell you, anyone who receives it will be, how did she do that card? So there you are. Joy and cheer. So I hope you liked that. If you liked it, please share and comment, share down below. Now I showed you one more card, or I promised you one more card that I made using this technique with a different suede, and this is our snowflake, I forget what it's called, suede. So I used some of the Designer Series paper. This is Balmy Blue. I used the Balmy Blue glimmer paper, the blue dots, and then look, it's got a snowflake inside. Now for this to work, your pieces need to be mirror images. Now the snowflake is not exactly a mirror image of each other, but you know what? I'm okay with that. It's not exact. And I used window sheet to hold the snowflake in place. And I adhered it with glue dots. So I think it is, it's a very pleasant surprise when someone opens it up and there's the snowflake. So I hope you like that, and I hope that was a surprise. Tell me which card you like the best. I'd like to hear from you. And again, thank you so much for joining me tonight, Stampin' with Denise. I will see you next Monday. Oh my goodness, that will be November 2nd. I can't believe this is the last Monday in October. So if you like what you saw, please comment, please share and comment, share down below, and maybe I might be sending you this card next week. Okay? Thank you, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Bye now.